So you
So, but
consider all Democrats demons?
the Democrat Party. Now, I have family members that are in the Democrat Party, and I don't think that they're demons, but the party itself as a whole is
Hmm.
is a demonic entity. But
You're a man of God, though. You would consider yourself a religious man. Is that a fair characterization?
I believe in Jesus Christ, yes.
Okay. What do you think Jesus would say about Donald Trump giving the biggest tax breaks to the top 1%? Is that something that you think Jesus would like? The $100 billion in tax cuts in 2025 to the top 1%. Is that, being a religious man as you are and take you for your word, is that something Jesus would approve of?
If that was the case, probably wouldn't.
What do you mean if
But
that was the case?
he
Well,
didn't only. I mean, I know people in middle class that benefited from the tax cuts as well. And what is wrong with giving tax cuts to people that make a lot of money that hire people?
Sure,
Because
I'll
when
answer that. I'll answer that question. So first of all, as far as Jesus' teachings, he talked about helping the poor and the rich helping the poor. These are the biggest tax breaks in the history of this country, $100 billion. So it's my personal opinion that if you're a billionaire, your percentage of taxes that you're paying should probably be higher than somebody that's making $40,000 a year. These are the biggest tax breaks in the history of this country to tech billionaires, while Donald Trump takes away Medicaid and he takes away food stamps from people. And I think that's everything that Jesus taught against of. Let's help the poor. Let's not take it away. These are huge tax breaks to the richest people in the country. And I think that's very bad for the economy. And I think it's for humanity.
Have you ever known for someone to be dirt poor, to hire someone, give them insurance and give them a job for, years? Or is it rich people that do it? So typically what happens, and I think this is left out constantly, when they get tax breaks, what do? They end up hiring more people. So then they turn around and they make more money, but the people that need jobs, now they have jobs because they received tax breaks.
So why is the unemployment rate higher now than it was when Joe Biden left office? And why are the prices?
Actually, I actually looked that up right before we came on here, and you can go. I just looked it up.
What's the unemployment
rate? It's funny that you bring that up. It's funny you bring it up because it says it hit the lowest unemployment rate for women in 70 years.
We're not talking about women. We're talking about everybody.
And then it talks about reduced the unemployment to 3.5%, which is the lowest in half a century.
The unemployment rate is
not. Just looked this up seconds ago.
The unemployment rate is not at 3.5%. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I hear you, but I just looked it up moments ago.
And what is your source? And what is your source that tells us the unemployment rate? No, I'm asking honestly. What is your source?
I went on Grok and I typed in.
So
actually,
Grok,
I went on to Grok.
Okay.
And actually, Grok is left leaning because I've had, yes, Grok is left leaning.
Okay, I don't know where you get that from, but
just because it's Elon Musk doesn't mean it's not left leaning.
Okay.
I mean, I've even asked Grok. Right. I've asked Grok a question about can a man become a woman, and Grok said yes, a man can become a woman. You can't tell me that's not left leaning.
I don't care about men and women. Let's stick to the topic here. So the last report that came out by the Department of Labor. Okay. The last report that came out, which was from 2 months ago, by the way, reported 4.7%. That was 2 months ago. There is no report in the last 2 months that would say 3.5%. That is categorically.
You're saying one thing and Grok is saying another.
Yeah. Well, I don't know where you're getting your Grok stuff from, and I
you can go to grok.com and type it
in. I go to the Department of Labor. That's the Department of Labor.
Well, they look at the Department of Labor and they look at. That's the whole point of AI, to pull information from everywhere and get the most valid, correct information.
The Department of Labor does not get their information from Grok on X, so I have no idea what you're talking about. But we can move on. You're just wrong. With respect, sir, the unemployment rate is not at 3.5%. I don't know where you're getting that from.
I can show you how to use Grok later on when we get off, if you like.
I know how to use Grok. In fact, I used Grok today as well, sir. You know what Grok told me? That 16.6 million jobs were created under Joe Biden, and the unemployment rate was at 4.1%, near historic lows. The GDP growth was at 2.8% in 2024, and inflation cooled down without a recession. So I can use Grok too. In fact, I did a last segment before you came on, talking